everybody, and welcome back. It's Friday, and it's the 13th. And I guess when you put those two, it makes for a little unnerving or uneasy day for a lot of folks out there. For us, just another day around the newsroom, another day of news, another cold day of news, mind you. A prelude of a white and wet weekend ahead. We'll talk about your weather forecast and how it's going to be wintry possibly and wet, and it's not going to have the same strength as last weekend, but just to let you know what's ahead. After the weekend, what's ahead? A nice run of some dry, maybe sunshine days ahead. Temperatures building to the mid-50s by this time next week. So after the weekend, I've got a pretty good forecast for you. In other news, I just got off the phone with State Representative John Short. He'll tell us about two bills that he pre-filed in our state's capital earlier today. Some unusual and still unknown details about a Magafa County man brought back to Magafa County from Oklahoma to answer two questions about why he skipped trial on sexual abuse and other charges back in the mid-90s. And you will also get to see some highlights from last night's Magafa County boys Pike Central matchup. There's a doubleheader tonight for the boys and girls team here at home, so that's where I'm off to as soon as we get to all this news and more. Well, the new year always brings about a whole lot of things. This year it's bringing about the death of the light bulb. Just to let you know, a lot of folks are stocking up on the old incandescent light bulb that has basically remained unchanged since Thomas Edison perfected the idea and patented it back in 1878. What does that mean? Well, it means that after January the 1st, it's going to be illegal for companies to manufacture or import into the United States the traditional 60-watt and 40-watt incandescent bulbs. And that's all due to a 2007 bill that effectively outlawed the ordinary light bulb with some extreme efficiency standards, thus putting us to go on to rely on the replacements that we have now, fluorescent, LED, and other light sources. While the '07 law doesn't say manufacturers have to discontinue their traditional 60 and 40-watt bulbs, it says they have to improve them to such standards that, well, they're just not going to make the cut. Effectively, it's the same thing in the end, phasing the bulbs out. CFLs are one of the most common energy-efficient replacements that we have. LEDs have now become popular. They're still pretty expensive, as fluorescents were when they first came out. For example, you can buy a six-pack of basic 60-watt bulbs right now for about $4 or so, $77 if you wish to buy the same in an LED. So certainly a big change there. We do have some options. They've become a little more consumer-friendly over the past few years, but still not everyone is a fan of letting their old light bulbs go. Signed by Bush in 2007, the Republican-controlled House tried to overturn that law, and when it failed, Congress stopped the Department of Energy from spending any money to enforce those new rules. Experts are pointing out now that we can save a lot of money with the more efficient bulbs. The high-efficiency incandescents cost about $1.50 each. Now, that's a high-efficiency incandescent, not the old standard incandescent that you can pick up for about 50 cents now. But they do last twice as long as the standard 50-cent bulb, and they use 28% less power, and you can still get those high-efficiency incandescents. You're going to pay 3 times more bulb, $1.50, $2 a piece, and they won't last near as long as these, but they'll still have that warm, comfortable light. They'll dim, they won't flicker as some do. There won't be any type of delay to get them on, and a lot of other problems associated with the new bulbs that we've been getting used to. A lot of those have been improved, but I'm still going to stick with incandescents for as long as I can in those places that you so desire. Any place where I have a dimmer, I'm still using them. Any place outside in the garage, things of that nature, these are very nice and certainly energy saving, but they've still got a way to go in my opinion. Doesn't matter though, after the first, the law is certainly going to change. We'll see in effect. Well, some unusual circumstances, still some unknown details, but this is what I know at this hour per some investigation, calling the clerk's office, Big Sandy Regional Jail, and some law enforcement authorities in regards to a Magafa County man who has been brought back from Oklahoma. I learned that he was transported back to Magafa County by the Menifee County Sheriff's Department, still uncertain as to that situation, but nevertheless that he was to stand trial back in 1995 related to acts back in 1993 when he was charged with, here in Magafa, first-degree sodomy with a 14-year-old girl, also with deviant sexual intercourse as well. Jail and court records say that an E-warrant was executed for the Magafa County court system for this man, identified as Lenny Brown of Oklahoma. on charges of failure to appear for trial back in April of 1995 under then Judge Robert Morgan, after being officially or formally indicted in February of 1993 here in Magoffin County on one count of first-degree sodomy with a 14-year-old girl by engaging in deviant sexual intercourse, and count 2, sexual abuse in the first degree, subjecting that same individual to sexual contact. He was indicted in November of 93. He was to stand trial in 1995, and he was a no-show. Now, what is still unclear at this hour is the fact that he has been in Magoffin County, at least on some occasions, during 1995 and now. What I understand thus far is that the Kentucky State Police, as of June, I believe it was, of 2009, stepped up the case, entered his name and information into the nationwide database, putting out an all-points bulletin in effect for the arrest of Lenny Ross Brown. During that time, he was arrested on 2 different occasions back in 2005, January and February, according to the jail, for charges of just alcohol intoxication. But he was not arrested for the warrant, which appears to have been good at that time, for the charges relating to the crimes he committed against allegedly a 14-year-old girl back in 1993. As of right now, the jail and other individuals I spoke with believe that there was, as we know, no e-warrant system back at that time, and that given that the charge of AI is relatively minor, that if he had just remained in jail and waited his mandatory 8 hours, that it may have gone unnoticed that there was a warrant in his name for these charges. That is as far as we've gotten with that thus far. I also spoke to some officials on condition of anonymity that were aware of the individual, not directly but indirectly, and that they could recall him being here in the Magoffin County area sometime around the year of 2007. However, it appears as though he was residing in Oklahoma for a significant amount of time, and that's where authorities found him, extraditing him back to Magoffin County, well, to stand to those charges in Magoffin County. He currently, as you can see here, is being held in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center on a $25,000 cash bond, where he is considered to be a flight risk. In other headlines, I just spoke with State Representative John Short about a couple of bills he pre-filed earlier today in regards to Veterans Day and the family court judge situation, as it's been ongoing now for nearly 8 years in Magoffin County. He hopes to give Magoffin County voters a say in who represents them in family court with their own judge. We'll talk about that and hear from him in just a second. It's so new it doesn't even have a name, but it does have an amazing taste all its own. 4 pancakes, butter, syrup, plus your choice of any of our dozens of DQ toppings with a little whipped cream on top, and of course some of our world-famous DQ soft serve. And you can add bacon, sausage, or even a little country ham for a full-blown breakfast treat. So sink your taste buds into a quarter or even half-pound grill burger fixed exactly like you like it. And you want to know the best part? James says you can have either one for breakfast as early as you want, but only at your Sagersville DQ. Check out our daily specials that get even better after 4 p.m. only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Saturday's the day we like it a little hot and spicy with our 20-piece box of wings, only $6.99, or only $5.99 after 4 p.m., or you can make it a hot and spicy meal deal with 10 wings, your choice of 2 homemade sides and a biscuit for just $4.69 or $3.99 after 4 o'clock. Only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. And Sunday's a day unlike any other day at Lee's with our Sunday special. That's right, chicken and dumplings and cobbler for just $4.49. $3.99 at 4 o'clock. Only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe.
Hi, I'm Don McFarland. I want to be your family lawyer. If you've been injured on the job, if you're interested in getting your Social Security disability or SSI benefits, or if you've been injured because of someone else's negligence, or basically, if a car wreck has caused you to suffer pain, then pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne, 349-9000.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Let's do this. Can't believe my daughter wants to marry a Hatfield.
And I can't believe my son fell in love with a McCoy.
I got one thing to say. They're gonna have the wireless plan with the best service.
And I say they're gonna have the wireless plan with the biggest savings.
Daddy!
Hush up, Mary Beth.
Pa, stay out of this, Jonah.
We're done talking.
You got that right.
Better service.
Bigger savings.
Daddy, we've both got Appalachian Wireless. Better service.
Bigger savings.
That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
The 2014 Terexes are in with a newly redesigned 800cc power plant and a new 2-seat configuration. And the XP1000 is on the ground. 107 horsepower and a world-class suspension, plus Polaris financing as low as 2.99%, 5.99 for up to 72 months. But it's only good till the end of the year at Connolly's, Kawasaki, and Polaris of Paintsville. The following telephone conversation is one that I had with our state representative, John Short, just a few moments ago during meetings at our state's capitol. He's been very busy today, he says, in part pre-filing two bills. Today was the deadline to do so. One was in regards to keeping his promise that he made during Veterans Day ceremonies here in Magoffin County, that he would seek to make Veterans Day a holiday, an official holiday, and the other to address the family court judge situation in Magoffin County, where a temporary solution nearly 8 years ago has now turned into a situation where Magoffin County, over the course of those nearly 8 years, still has no say-so in who they have for their family court judge, a position that is elected by other counties. First, though, with Veterans Day, and let me clarify, Veterans Day, our official United States holiday that honors those who have served in the United States Armed Forces, is recognized, obviously, as our most beloved national holidays, but it's not recognized in the same way as other holidays. A statement that Short made at the close of Veterans Day ceremonies here in Magoffin County, in which he said then that he intended to file legislation that would change in the future, something he says he has done today.
No, every year we close school for Martin Luther King Day, we close school for Veterans Day. If we're honoring them, we're close school to honor them, why is school open on Veterans Day? If I can't honor the God pass it on for Veterans Day, school must be closed. Although we don't honor these people, we don't need to honor nobody, but I think.
Yes, now my bill, what it does is makes us, all public schools close in honor of Veterans Day. I've always said it's pitiful that we close for President's Day and Martin Luther King Day, but we don't close for Veterans Day. In my opinion, there's two people in this world that give their life for us, and that's Jesus Christ and the veteran. So I think we sure need to honor both of them.
How was that received today?
Well, nobody knows nothing yet because today's the last day of the pre-filing deadline.
Mm-hmm.
But we won't know nothing about it until session starts.
Well, just in general talking, is it just in folks that you've been in contact with, so
everybody, a lot of people apparently didn't even realize it. I've had 100% positive response on it. Like I say, apparently they just didn't realize that we didn't close in honor of Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm. The other bill, in regards to the election for family court judge, what was it that kind of sparked your interest in this situation?
Well, it's not fair that we don't get to vote for who is representing us. I've done a lot of research, and we have our family court judge, which is from Floyd County, that we cannot vote for or against, is on a temporary basis for not, and Magoffin County, Knott County don't get a vote for him either. But it's on a temporary basis, but it's been almost 8 years temporary. How long does temporary define as?
And what was your bill change?
I want to get where Knott and Magoffin County will have our own family court judge. We don't have to, because I don't know how much population that they all consist of, but 2 years ago I done the same bill, and there was 3 districts just like ours that had a temporary family court judge.
Mm-hmm.
And Judge Minton, I still have the letter where he sent a letter to me stating that he would give us a family court judge, and then they took it out of the budget the last day of that when we passed our budget. And this time I told him, I said, boys, I was agreeing last time, but I'm not as green as I was then, so I'm going to make sure it stays in our budget. Or I'm going to try to make sure it stays in our budget.
Short also tells me that he'll continue to press on with a bill that so far has never made its way out of the Senate, but he plans on once again filing his bill in regards to our certified volunteer firefighters in Kentucky, that they get a $1,000 tax credit each and every year, a $500 tax credit for those who are in the process of becoming certified, and then the $1,000 tax credit after they get their certification. He says he realizes it is an uphill battle as it's been since its inception, but that he will continue to try to fight that battle. Here's what's happening on tonight's calendar, as always brought to you by my Golf and Farm Bureau. We'll kick it off with birthdays, and I mean a bunch of birthdays. And for all of you celebrating your birthday today on Friday the 13th, well, I'm with you. Not this Friday the 13th, but I was born on one. So, hey, that counts. With that said, I got a long list to get to. Happy 19th birthday, Renee Francis Horton. Love your husband, mom, dad, family, and friends. Happy 19th to you. Happy birthday, 41st birthday to Brian Flying Pennington from all your family and racing buddies. Mom, Dad, Stephanie, Jaden, Wesley, Sis, Anita, happy birthday to you. Happy 41st birthday to you. Happy birthday, Presley. Presley's birthday's today, and from Peyton, Olivia, family, and friends, they love you lots. Hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful day. Happy birthday to you. And I'm not done. This is Vicki Gibson. Her birthday's Saturday. That's tomorrow, but her family and friends want her to know they love her lots and hope she has a great birthday and many, many more to come. Happy birthday a day early to Vicki Gibson from a whole lot of friends and family. And look at that. That is Riley Grace Howard, and she turns 2 tomorrow. With a lot of love, Riley Grace. I'm told to say happy birthday from Mammy Dar, Daddy, Mommy, Papa Gerald, Mama Patty, and Bubby Jamie, and a whole lot of other friends and family. They hope you have a wonderful, wonderful number 2 tomorrow. And celebrating a 4th birthday is Lucy James Whitaker. We love Mama Connie, Papa L, Mom, Dad, Carter, Case, and Gunner, Tanika, Brian, Jackson, Houston, Sheena, Shane, and Hudson, great-grandma Barb, aunts and uncles, and Coyson, I believe it is, and a whole lot of others. Happy 4th to you. Happy 4th birthday to Lucy James Whitaker. A reminder about the Christmas Fellowship at the Stinson United Baptist Church tomorrow evening at 5. And this invitation goes out to everyone, says Pastor Joe Carroll. It begins at 5, and if you'd like to participate in the gift exchange, well, ladies, bring one for a lady. Men, bring one for the men. Or a man, not everybody. Gifts need to be $10 or less, and they hope you'll join them for a wonderful evening of fellowship at the Stinson United Baptist Church. If you've never been, they say this will be a great time for you to come and join them for some wonderful fellowship. Tomorrow evening starting at 5. And just to let you know, the Sagersville City Council will meet. I have just been notified in session this coming Monday at 7. This is a regular meeting. Not a lengthy agenda that I have in front of me. Looks like standard operating procedure, so to speak. But we'll have a camera there and a report to follow. And we always have a community calendar. And if you've got an announcement you need on it, well, this is how you get it to us. With that said, I have one final announcement before we take our last break of the evening. It comes in loving memory. And it reads as follows. In loving memory of Sue Dell Howard on what would have been her birthday, with a whole lot of love from her sister, Brenda.
Whoa! Head over
Florida home furniture to lighten my load and get a great deal.
Bundle packages are here. Purchase TVs, receive your choice of a Blu-ray, DVD, Xbox 360, or Wii game system. Purchase a mattress set, get a free sheet set and mattress pad. Purchase an adult recliner, receive a free kids recliner. Financing for 36 months, 0% interest to qualified buyers. Home Furniture, Highlands Plaza, Prestonsburg.
As we remember while we honor the season and get ready to embrace a bright new year, we'd like to take just a moment to wish you and all those you know and love the merriest of Christmases and happiest of New Years from your home away from home for short-term rehabilitation or long-term nursing needs, all with a standard of excellence and a tradition of caring. Merry Christmas from Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation.
This is John at Premier Motor Sales in Paintsville. I know everyone out there is not want to spend $400 or $500 a month on a payment on a used car. If you come to Paintsville, that probably ain't going to happen. Because at Premier Motor Sales, we sell quality used cars at a fair price. Here's an example, a 2005 Toyota RAV4. We had it listed for $98.50, just marked it down to $88.50. It's going to be a great payment vehicle. So if you're looking for a good buy on a used car or truck or SUV, come see us. Call us at 297-4121.
Make sure you come on in right now and find out more about the biggest Christmas savings of all at Red's Boot Barn in Sagersville. For a limited time, all Red Wings, buy one pair, get another pair half off. Buy any pair of Ariats, get another pair half off. In fact, you know what? Buy absolutely anything in the entire store, men's, women's, work and western boots, Miss Me jeans, fine leathers by Scully, clothing by Carhartt, Ariat, Outback, and more. It's all buy one, get one half off. Only for a limited time at Red's in Sagersville. It's one of those rare places where once inside you can cross off everything on your Christmas to-do and gift lists. In fact, there's just not another place like Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. All the unique holiday designs and decor, all the beautiful ornaments, wreaths, and trees, and right now, it's all 30% off. That's right, everything Christmas is at least 30% off with new clearance items added every day, marked off at least 50%. And find them on Facebook right now for a special deal of the day, every day, all the way through Christmas. And don't forget the gifts, everything UK, new bangle bracelets by Bourbon and bow ties, and even custom gift baskets, big or small, filled with anything or everything in the store. Merry Christmas from Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop. It's been a busy week basketball-wise here at the newsroom. I hope you caught our story last night on the boys' grade school tournament. If you didn't, remember you can always go to YouTube. Simply search Your News Today, Ritt Mortimer, and then the date. For example, last night would have been December spelled out. And yes, I'm looking to check the date, December 12, 2013. We'll specifically pull up that day's programming. All programming is being uploaded to YouTube as of right now, and usually gets up by about 8:30 to 9 o'clock the same evening that it airs on your favorite network. With that said, it has been, my original point, a busy basketball season. Oh, and there's still a lot more to come. Last night it was the boys hosting Pike Central. Tonight it's the boys, Pikeville, mind you, and tonight it's a doubleheader for the Hornets and Lady Hornets. The boys picked up their second win of the season last night, hosting Pikeville here at home. That now puts them at 2-3 on a still very young year. And it was a close one last night. I was there through 3 quarters of play, and at no point during that was there more than a 3, 4, 5 point difference in either direction. And in the end, it would come down to a single bucket. The final score last night, 45-43. Once again, a win at home for the boys, who are back in action tonight. Now they, as part of their doubleheader, are hosting Powell County at home tonight. The Lady Hornets, of course, the other half of that, they're playing game 1. Tip-off was set for 6 o'clock for that one. The ladies, mind you, tonight hosting the Lady Tigers from Paintsville. Looks to be an exciting night. of high school basketball. One which will also, in between games, I believe it is, recognize our McGoffin County boys grade school basketball champions from North McGoffin Elementary, which we, of course, showcased on last night's program. Well, another week that has just blazed on by. I don't know where it's gone, but I know the days are narrowing down for the holidays. Christmas will be here in 11 and now less, and the new year just a few thereafter. And, wow, hope you have time to slow down and enjoy it. So far, I'm not seeing any for myself. With that said, here's your Licking Valley RECC forecast that has us sitting above freezing tonight, a low of 34. Now that's after a daytime high of 48 degrees today. Briefly, we saw until the clouds kind of thickened up, and it was short-lived. A low of 14 this morning, so we're looking at 20 degrees better in the morning, and there are no complaints. There are some scattered showers, very scattered, very small chance, and we're talking about late tonight, that being mainly after 2 o'clock in the morning or so not a big threat. That is going to be a prelude, though, of your Saturday, which is going to be a wet one, and it's going to be about 43, so we don't see any snow right now for us here in the viewing area, specifically at the onset of this next round of precipitation. We'll hit 43 for the daytime high, rain throughout the day, and it will become a little more intermittent as the day wanes, and then that precipitation could still be around to some degree as temperatures drop now, we believe, below the freezing mark on your Saturday night, and that will give us a chance of some snow, some scattered rain showers before 1 a.m. or so, and then when we finally hit below freezing, don't be surprised if you don't wake up Sunday morning to a few white flakes on the ground. No big accumulation, nothing as dramatic as last weekend, but hey, it's winter, it's white, and it's your forecast. With that said, well, not near as nice temperature-wise in your Sunday. Another big push of cold air, 34 degrees for your daytime high, and we'll fall back below freezing for temperatures on Sunday night. Not excited about it. I am excited to tell you real quickly that Monday we'll see partly sunny and 38 and sunshine throughout most all of next week, and we get to 50 on Thursday with sunshine. Maybe not so much sunshine, but 55 by this time next week. That's next Friday, which is a full weekend and a week away. Let's enjoy the first part of that and have a happy and safe weekend, and we'll see you back here next time. That's Monday for more of Your News Today. Until then, Merry Christmas, everyone, and good night.